Have you ever wondered where some of the most memorable scenes from the Narnia trilogy were filmed? You recognize this scene? This is from Prince Caspian, when the Pevensies were being transported from the train station to Narnia. It is also known as Cathedral Cove, and is even more beautiful in person. Or perhaps you recognize this scene. This is from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, when King Peter decides to take on the White Witch, and it was filmed on the limestone boulders of Castle Hill. Both of these filming locations were found in none other than New Zealand. Now, those who are not versed in geography, such as myself, I was under the impression that New Zealand was located in Europe along the Scandinavian peninsula with Norway, Finland, and Sweden. Actually, it's located just southwest of Australia in the Pacific Ocean. Now that you have seen just some of the attractions that New Zealand has to offer, I will talk to you guys about where you can go, what you can do there, and what you should know. Starting with Queenstown. Now, like with any travel destination, you want to keep in mind the weather you'll be going in and the season, whether it be winter or summer. Queenstown has something for you, such as skiing, snowboarding, skydiving, jet boating, sailing, scenic flights by helicopter, and cable car lifts. Along with many other activities, Queenstown has something for you, along with beautiful scenery during your stay. So much so that even John Travolta himself says, "Whenever I get stressed, I just want to hop on a plane to Queenstown." Not too far from there is Arrowtown, located along the Arrow River. This is for those who are more interested in the history aspect of traveling. They have museums there, and the Arrow River is known to have established the gold rush of the 1860s. There are many relics there, and a history fact of New Zealand is that it was one of the first to legalize women voting, yet it was one of the last to be inhabited by humans. Next to Arrowtown is a town called Glenorchy. Glenorchy is more for those who are outdoor enthusiasts and looking for an animal experience. It's filled with forests and mountain ranges, which is great for photography spots, hiking, horseback riding, and biking, along with fishing. Now, Glenorchy might seem familiar when you're taking your photos because it is also the filming location of The Lord of the Rings, such as Hobbiton, Isengard, Omenheim, the Lothlorien Forest, Misty Mountains, and Athelion can all be found in New Zealand. Now, going back to the animal experience, which is my personal favorite, you can not only visit these farms, but you can pet and feed the animals, such as alpacas and adorable Highland cattle. And there are many, many sheep. New Zealand is inhabited by 25.9 million sheep, and in general, animals inhabit 95% of the land. Speaking of animals, birds are also very liked in New Zealand, and especially the kiwi bird. So much so that New Zealanders call themselves Kiwis. The kiwi bird is a national symbol of pride, and something they hold dear to their culture. Speaking of culture, I'll be talking to you about what you should keep in mind during your stay to embrace the traditions they hold. Most of the island is inhabited by Christians, but there is a small percentage of Islam and Buddhism. They really value hospitality and politeness, and they embrace public display of affection. However, they do draw the line at eye contact. When eye contact is held for long durations of time, they consider it an invasion of space, and it might be frowned upon. With that being said, I hope that you want to go to New Zealand as much as I do, with all the activities you can do, such as biking, horseback riding, skydiving, or even something more laid back like wine tasting or going to a spa. New Zealand has something for everyone. And like Lucas Barber said, who's a recent traveler to New Zealand, everywhere you go looks like Narnia or Middle Earth, and it was almost too much to handle. Now, I don't know about you, but my inner child would love to see such a magical place, and I hope you do too. Thank you.